there was a time where I believe you guys were still private, and it was like the people like that were finding out and stuff like that. And
not necessarily private because like we said, there was photos and everything that leaked, but we like never.
You guys, your guys.
We never took the step to make it public.
Exactly, your guys' personal decision was to keep your relationship offline. Photos and stuff got out and assumptions, and then people started saying things that were just awful to you, you know, and then you ended up deleting your Instagram, which I didn't want you to do. I wasn't in favor of you doing that because I didn't want to like let them win, but maybe that was just my ego because I care about you so much and I didn't want the other people to win over you, which it's not seen. I don't see it like that anymore. But tell us about that. Like what was like the turning point there?
Okay, so
this was after quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So this is already when like there was a drastic change to life and like your mental health was just like plummeting.
Yeah. So I've always been a huge advocate for mental health, and I've always seen myself as like a confident, positive person, confident in myself, not in like an ego way, but just like confident in who I am.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when people started putting 2 and 2 together and like, oh my God, I see Kristina's bag on, like, remember that whole thing? I remember I was in Jersey and these accounts were made just about me, just like really ripping me to shreds and saying stuff that just wasn't true and blown out way out of proportion. And I was like reading these things and already I was feeling, it was quarantine, I was confused, I felt lonely, even though I had you guys, not E especially, but like, I don't know, it was just a weird lonely feeling, and you guys probably know exactly what that was like during quarantine. But I was away from home, I had no one, no family, no friends, and then these people were saying things about me, and I had no...
Like you didn't have your family and friends around to tell you like...
Validation
you're still
almost.
who you are. Validation.
So I was almost like reading these things and convincing myself that I was those things, and I was so confused. And I just got into such a bad spiral. I was like upset all the time. I was crying all the time.
I hated to see that.
And yeah, I was like, I can't believe that, I'm being attacked for something that is completely out of my control. I was just...
And I think we kind of expected it a little bit, which is sad to say. And I think this kind of answers your last question about why we kept it private, because we were anticipating something like this.
Yeah.
And like...
And I knew it was coming, but when it hits you, it's like, wow, I felt like a deer in headlights. I had no idea what to do.
And for you, I felt so terrible because it's like, I started social media and I liked having a following like when it first started, and I wanted to continue that and wanted to make it my career and my life. And you never chose to do that. So while I was doing that with my life for the past 6 years, there was negatives that would come with it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take these because there's so many more positives. But for you, like, it wasn't your lifestyle. You didn't commit to it. You didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're just like thrown into some sort of spotlight where people can just say whatever they want about you.
Right.
And then it starts to make you be like, wait, do I really know myself? Are they telling me true things that I don't notice about myself? And it's all made up bullshit. And it's probably like legit 12-year-olds who...
I know, that's the thing. It's crazy when you break it down and you think, okay, these are actual possibly 12-year-old girls saying this where they're so disconnected. But for us, if we get like 1 million positive comments, just that one negative comment sticks out like a sore thumb and you can't do anything about it. Like you can't shake that. You can't say, okay, there's 100 people that are telling me I'm a great person and whatever, that one negative comment can take you over the edge. And so I think as humans, we're conditioned to think, ignore the hate, like don't let them win, whatever that means. And so at that point, I remember I was on FaceTime with my mom and dad, and I was crying my eyes out. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel so depressed from this. And I was like, I want to delete everything. I don't want anyone to look at me. I don't want anyone to know who I am. I was at the time, I really wanted to be an actress, and my agent was sending me auditions to film. And I was like, I told him I was sick, which at the time I was, but I was like, I told him I was sick for the full week because I was like, I cannot do an audition. I don't want anyone to look at me. And I couldn't believe I was even saying that because it's so against who I was before that. So anyway, I remember we were in Jersey and I grabbed the laptop and I was so hysterical and I was like, I'm deleting my Instagram. Like, I need to go off the grid. I don't want anyone. It was just a complete like identity crisis, like invasion of privacy sort of thing. And
because then you're faced with a decision. It's like, do I let them win and like quit like they probably want me to?
What
but
does
then
that even
letting
mean?
them win at the end
Exactly.
of the day?
And so that's
I think
what
it's it kind of boils down to like an innate thing that all of us humans have, where it's like the reason why we pay attention to the hate comment is because we're programmed, not conditioned, but we're legitimately programmed to focus on the negative so that we can address the problem. Because if you think about it back in the beginning of time, if there was a problem, it's probably life-threatening. So it's like, now that these things are just like systemic little like fucking, it's bullshit. Like it's like little hate comments that you think are like this life-threatening problem. Your brain is convinced that it is. But it's not. And then that's why you like focus on it. You cannot, like, no matter what anyone says, like don't focus on the hate. Like it's not possible.
It's not possible. And yeah, at that time, I was really thinking about all the people who get bullied on a daily basis, bullied in school, cyberbullied. And I was so heartbroken. And when you deal with it firsthand, you're like, this is like life-threatening. Like, and so I want everyone to know who's going through a similar thing that you can stick up for yourself, and it's not weak or you're not letting them win. It's just, I felt great. When I deleted my Instagram, I felt great. 4 months I was off and I was the healthiest I've ever been mentally. Yeah. I had time to focus on my business. I had time to focus on with my family, my friends, and just live life. Yeah. Like I was hardly on my phone, only texting you.
Yeah. And I want to say I'm really proud of you for making that decision, because even I was stupid. I let my ego take over at the time, and I was like, don't let them win. I was telling you that.
I know. I remember you said you'd be really disappointed.
I feel really fucking bad for saying that.
No, but that's what I mean. Is that we're so conditioned to think that's the right thing to do to protect ourselves, but it's not.
It's a big lesson.
Like sometimes you just have to fight back. Not even that, but just stick up for yourself.
Yeah, it's okay to let them know that it gets to you, because it does.
Yeah.
And most of the time, if you say something, it's not retaliating. It's almost just like, most of the time they apologize or they'll stop. Most of the time. There's obviously like 10% that just, get a thrill from doing it, but
they're going through their own shit too, though, and that's probably why they're doing it.